What's up, gamers? I looked away for 1 second and then you guys were here. Isn't that awesome? How are you guys going? Hope all is well. Guys, today, today's a special day. We're returning to Drawbox. So many of you don't know what Drawbox Kavel is like. And that's a good thing, honestly. You're gonna see some sides of me that I wish you guys never looked at. I think Riptide and Saturn, you guys know me for who I am, but Gizma, the wonderful Gizma, our T1 subscriber Gizma, and creator of Nintendo property theft, does not know what Drawbox Capital is like. We're gonna lose some viewership today, guys. Drawbox is a free, not sponsored, free art learning fundamentals uh website. It is so I'm nervous but ready. It's gonna be a journey, guys. There's gonna be some weird stuff. But yeah, Drawbox is a website where you can get free drawing fundamental tutorials and then submit your work for critique by either the community or the pros. Um, that's called official critique. What's going on, Slash? And we are currently in lesson 6. This is our third year of doing Drawbox. It typically doesn't take people that long, but I'm a little bit stupid. And they didn't account for that. Usually, from what I've seen, it takes people 1 to 2 years. But you're supposed to go at your own pace. And we have to keep in mind that I also was working a full-time job at one point with college on the side. I was also doing college full-time with a job on the side. So there was very little time I could dedicate to doing stuff. I forgot to run ads, so I'm gonna hit you guys with a 1-minute ad right now just to get them out of the way. I apologize. However, all of you guys are subs. Or no, most of you guys are subs. Half of you guys are subs. 5 consecutive streams, heck yes. Some reading, and then I saw your stream notification. All? All. Would I say that it had the word all? I said, what, all? I don't know. I got lost in the thread of conversation. We got 15 seconds if that's intentional. Hey, there we go. Who cares? Hello, Sonic Creates. Welcome, welcome. Are you new to the channel, my friend? Let me audit you. I'm gonna click on your profile, see your past messages if you have any. Otherwise, because I don't recognize you, which means you could be a new viewer. Welcome to the channel, if so. It looks like you could be. You are a new viewer. Awesome. All of you guys are subs. I'm a new account. Heck yeah. Oh, no, not at all. I'm on a new account. So I'm assuming that means, yes, I am a new viewer. All of you guys are subs. Ah, I see. Guys, I'm so happy. Sure, the court will spike as it does with any Drawbox stream. I need to redo my hat. Yeah. Let's get a exclamation point marker. Exclamation point marker stream start. Actually, no, we're gonna do warm up. That's warm up. There we go. Hello, everybody. It is currently 2 o'clock. Oh goodness, I just broke my Twitch platform thing. Let's head over here. Wow, gamers, we're here. Holy, who really needs to read? Who does? We could just draw all day. I realized how off-center my camera is now. We're gonna be like shifting over here a little bit, so it'll be okay. Looks like we're doing well on all this stuff though on the audio. Let me know if I'm quiet or anything. We'll be moving the camera and stuff around. Guys, we're back in Drawbox. We're back home. But first, we got to get started with a warm-up, so we're going to set a minimum timer for 10 minutes. And then, yeah, the hat is back, because, guys, I'm in a good mood today. We're going to start off... We're not going to even use fine liner right now. I'm not in a fine liner mood. We're going to stick with some brush pen warm-ups. I just realized I've been bumming around in my room for like 3 hours. It only felt like 30 minutes. That's how it goes. You're having too much fun. And now you got the Kavel stream in the background, which means this gives you power to do whatever you want. Now, like you could just put this stream on in the background, and you have the ability. And I'm gonna keep messing with my mic. I apologize. You have the ability to go be productive, and I am now background noise, validating your efforts. But my mic keeps falling, which is a bit concerning. Oh goodness gracious! How? What did I break it? Uh-oh. Here, let me try to... In the words of one very wise crow... Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, we're good. Warm-up time. I know I already started the timer, but we'll get to it. I would like to start with some ellipses. I hope you guys will join me in warming up if you're drawing today. I think I saw Slash in here. Slash, how are you doing? So this is just a website where people draw and give you feedback, kind of. So it is the art fundamentals. You can think of it as the tutorial zone to art. So there's still stuff to be learned there, right? And there's a bunch of tutorials on how to do it. You have assignments, homework, and then you submit them. It isn't free in the sense that sometimes if you do the unofficial track where other people will critique you, right? You may have to do a certain amount of 50% or fulfill some goals. I'm not entirely sure about that part. Or you could do the official track, and the official track will... it's paid. It's very cheap, in my opinion, compared to most things. And yeah. Ankar, I'm hoping that's how you pronounce your name. Drawing on my sketchbooks. Yo! I'll join you in some warm-ups. Heck yes. All right, what are you using the ballpoint that we discussed earlier? I won't be disappointed if you're not. Just I'm in such a ballpoint mood. Ankar, welcome. Are you also a new time chatter? Or am I just forgetful? You are! Wow, we are lucky today, guys. And Bird, everybody's joining. How are you guys? What a popular warm-up session. Don't typically do warm-ups with my brush pens because I like them. And I don't want to... Ooh, huge! I had to get a new one since my old ballpoint is dry as a desert right now. Huge. Guys, I'm sorry. You'll never be able to argue with... Okay, there's two of the best brush pens in the world right here. The Pilot High-Tech C and the Bic Stick. This one is a little bit expensive. This you can get like 100 of them for like $1. You can steal these from anywhere. I love these, especially the blue ones. But the Pilot High-Tech C4 is also pretty good. I don't like the gel one though. I'm going to start digging into a book as well since I did warm-ups earlier. Heck yes. What book are you digging into? You're still soft locked? Hi, Toast. How's it going? Hope you are well, my friend. What are we soft locked on? What does soft lock mean? Oh, your cat. I just realized I put two together. But yeah, so Drawbox, you do the homework and people grade your homework. That's, it's as easy as that. It's not that easy. But these give you the drawing fundamentals to do some crazy stuff. Nice. Okay. Some good ellipse Sheriff Beans. Oh, what a great name. Okay, so some fun ellipse warm-ups. Let's do some I kind of want to do box rotations for warm-up like we did yesterday because that's one of my favorite exercises. We're going to hold off on that though. Let's do some ellipse exercises. Let's do chain of ellipses or chain of cylinders. So chain of cylinders is kind of annoying. It's not my favorite exercise, but you start with a cylinder, right? And then we, go... Let's go right here and foreshorten it just a little bit, which means we're going to increase the degree as well. So I like to cheat to give myself some guide points. Nice, nice. There we go. Ay. That's where we're warming up. Wow. Okay, so now that we have one of these, which I actually realized I shouldn't have drawn through the form. I haven't done this exercise in a minute. And then we do another ellipse of a similar degree, maybe a slightly higher. And then the next one, we're going to increase that degree even more. That wasn't a very high degree increase. And you kind of chain them around. I haven't done this one in a minute, so I'm actually rather rusty. That's why we're doing them as exercise / warm up now. I also do them smaller typically, so this one's a bit messy. And so you can kind of make them go wherever you want. So we'll go this way now. This exercise is pretty helpful for if you do appendages with construction. It's quite helpful. You can just keep plotting them about the page. Nope, that one was a little bit wrong. The minor axis is not flowing well. Don't you hate it when the minor axis does not flow well? This isn't my favorite exercise for sure. Mainly because I suck at it as well. I don't give it the time to actually improve. Streaming while I'm at work, huh? Watching stream while you're at work, huh? How's it going? How's it going, Lobo? Hope you're well. Everybody say hi, Mod Lobo. Hi, Mod Lobo. Can't hear you. Dude, what the hell? Do I have to like enunciate so you can read my lips? Helloing Mod Lobo. Also, Bear, wait, Bear, when did you get here? Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. We had a bunch of people pile in at once. I got lost in the flood. I'm so happy we have so many people here for a Drawbox stream. Only for viewer guys. I can't read your lips. Guys, viewer retention is gonna drop. I'm sorry to say. Many of you may perish today, okay? Many of you may not make it through this stream. It will be a miracle if we all get through this together, but I don't think that's happening. Cuz Drawbox streams are they're slower. They're a lot slower than we usually do. But that's okay. How long is the stream going to be? I think 3 hours. I'd be happy with 3 hours. But who knows? It's going to drop because I got to slay the spire. Of course. What? Who could blame you? We all got to slay the spire at some point. See, like, this isn't my favorite exercise. Eh. I like this one, though. Here, wait. This one's one of my favorites. These are both broken draw assignments. Or exercises, I guess. You do one right here. And then we could do another one next to it if we want. I'm not too picky. That one wasn't correct. Also, helloing Bear. I didn't see your message because chat overlay is so small. Slash is a bit of a slay the spire aficionado. He knows his stuff. And gives the devs hell for incorrect patch notes. No, I'm kidding. A little bit. Only kidding a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. Was not my best ellipse. Penmanship is leaving a lot to be desired this stream. Already saved my stream streak. Goodbye. See ya, Lobo. Have a good one. Helloing versus high. I'm sorry, but high is Mog. Sorry. Helloing Mog's high. Every time. Wait, Lobo said, oh, you're streaming during work, buddy. You're a mod. This is work. Unpaid internship. Don't get it twisted. Patch cycle being so slow, but I'll be down. Yeah. Nope. These are silos. full of bird seed or something. I don't know. Very ellipse heavy day today, guys, and you'll see why in a bit. However, this is not my like the major axis is not shared amongst these too well, right? But that's okay. I like doing little plus signs on a lot of the faces of the things that I draw for these kind of exercises. It's like plus sign, plus sign. You won't really see that one. You can see this one a little bit. Stuff like that. Anyways, okay. Solid warm-up. We didn't do much boxing. We could do a little bit of boxing. I don't know where. We're kind of running out of room. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. We do. I want a little bit of boxes. Let's just toss some boxes in the background. Oh, yikes. That is not convergent. It's a bit hard to do with this. Let me out of my cage, Automod. Is your warm-up space off the, though, G you're working on? Also, let me... I never played a deck builder before, but this one's... I'm a little bad, but I love my... That's probably... That's probably why I got auto-modded. On the thing you're working on? Yeah, so I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of my warm-ups. Mindful of my good cousin. Sorry, I'm typing with one hand. You're totally fine, Bear. I'm not wrong. No. I barely know about the game, but I've heard. Did I say bird or bear? The Kavel neurosis is getting to me. I don't like building boxes upwards. It's a little bit more difficult for me. But we're going to continue. Oh, more boxes. Yeah, because building them upwards, you have to think like way too far in the future. Nice. Oh, crazy jams incoming, possibly. Those shouldn't have been converging that way, but I don't really know the best way to go about fixing it, so we'll deal. This is giving slight corpo music vibes, just a tiny bit. And that concerns me. Let me open up. Interesting. Media share, I was added. Ooh, yay! QR music recommendations. Those are always pretty damn good. Alrighty. That's enough boxes kind of sprawled throughout there to satisfy me. These are some of the warm-ups you'll see if I update the website. However, I would hope that I do them better by that time. It's twisting a little bit. Cool. So, we're gonna do 2-minute ad break. I know we just got here, guys, but this makes it so for the next hour we don't have any, while we can focus up. Where did my pen cap go? On what we're gonna be drawing. In fact, guys. Oh shoot! I realized I haven't used this in a minute. What is this gonna look like? This is gonna look really silly. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Okay, I'm long. This covers up the dono thing. Wow, this is kind of like not podcast vibes. Anyways, guys, we are going to be constructing. So okay, Drawbox lesson 6 is about constructing everyday objects. I don't have an example of what that looks like unless I go over here. Yeah, here, give me a second. We're gonna go into this mode. That's silly. There we go. Let me put up an example of what that looks like. Maybe, mayhaps. Lesson 6 or 7. Oh, jump scare. This is what lesson 6 looks like. FaceTime vibes of so parasocial. Yeah. Kavel FaceTime. So this is what lesson 6 looks like. Mainly this part over here, right? And so we're going to be doing that with a new object. This was an air freshener. This was our most recent one, which I actually am somewhat fond of. But now, guys, we are going to be doing probably one of the most important items in my life. My rice cooker, my $20 rice cooker that's lasted me throughout all of college. We're going to be constructing this. That's going to get annoying. I think, I don't know, if you guys have another idea, because like this has a good combination of everything. It is baby. This is my baby one. It makes like 3 cups. That's the most insane way to draw something I've ever seen. It sucks. But yeah, this is my little rice cooker. He's been with me forever. I think this gives us a pretty good mix of things. Scalador, I hope you're well. This gives me a pretty good mix of stuff. The camera's mirrored, so it's a little bit weird. I think if we draw it like 3/4 like this, so we can construct the handle. This one. This handle. The little thing in the front. And then all this junk up here, right? I think that'll make for a good construction, right? The other option is a tea kettle. The tea kettle, get over here. The tea kettle is did the main screen just glitch out? Who knows? The tea kettle is very difficult, and I wanted something relatively not too evil and horrible. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes when it comes to Drawbox, I'm like, is this too hard? Is this too easy? I think this gives us a good mix of everything. Because we have a taper. Then we have this larger part up here. Another taper. A larger part right here. A larger part up here with a taper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 7. Don't laugh. 8, 9 slices? I don't know. The first thing I see is a rice cooker. That's how you know it's good. What if I like opened it up and there's just like jasmine rice in here? Like just a little stream. Oh my god. It does smell like jasmine rice. I used this to cook yesterday. But yeah, so I think we'll be constructing this. I don't know. I have doubts. Also, we're going to deal with the horrible math problem, right? Of how we want to do the jutting out parts, right? Now I want Korean barbecue. That's up there. Is this what we do, though? I'm still having doubts for this, because, like, I've done so many things. Like, it feels like I've done this before. Of course, this will be difficult, right? As all things are in Drawbox. But I'm just not sure, because, like, I don't really have another thing that I'm like, yes, it has, like, all the hallmarks of a construction that I feel like I'm putting my knowledge to the test. I do. Ow. I do have this. This is also an option, but it feels a little, it's just like a box with prongs, and like I don't think that's too involved, right? This is what I use for the Wi-Fi stuff for my bird cam. And then I also have, which I think this is plugged in still. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna unplug it. I have like a power plug thing, which, right, it's overwhelming. I'm running out of stuff to draw that's like applicable. I also have these, but this, like, I kind of wanted, because this is like an everyday object. I use this to draw from time to time. Shout out Broken Draw for encouraging me to get this. But like, this is a lesson 5. I can't I can't cheat that. Like, come on. That's not for this lesson. That's, yeah. That's about all I got. So I'm gonna continue parsing, debating in my head while we're gonna do a 3-minute ad break. I like the rice cooker. Banish Princess, welcome. It's been a minute, if I remember your name correctly. Let me check it. Let me give you an audit. channel activity. Yes. Yes. Welcome. Your last stream was during the Promptathon. It's been a minute. Holy. Good to see you. So, we're going to debate, but first, BRB for 3 minutes. I apologize, guys. I'm doing this to you for your own good. Be right back. Gamers, I have a couple things to admit. Number one, that was the first viewer retention check. Is this ad break? Okay. Those who have survived, congratulations, you've made it further into a Drawbox stream. Second, not actually happened. Not happy with what happened on CapCut. I don't know what that is. You haven't ever had Korean barbecue. I'd recommend trying it. It's not for everybody. Some places kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty expensive. It's like, in all honesty, only save it for celebrations. I'm drawing something. What are you drawing, Toast? I think this is pretty impressive that we had 3 people bring up 3 independent topics. I think that's pretty cool. We have a nice spread of things to talk about. And speaking of things to talk about, I need your guys' opinion. This is the second admission. Guys, I kind of don't want to do the rice cooker because we could do my razor, right? My razor, this thing, I feel like is a nice mix of everything. Honestly, probably a little bit easier. And like, you're like, Kavel, why are we... Okay, guys, I'm going to explain to you why this is going to be easier, okay? Are you listening? I don't need all the difficulty of the other one. So my last piece, work in progress in Discord. Ooh. Yo, holy crap! Is this Sasa? Holy, good stuff. I'm loving that. The little texture you have there in the bottom right is kind of going crazy. I'm loving it. That powder in the snow being picked up is going to be difficult. Heck yeah. Do you know lighters or microphones? Could you elaborate? Seth House? Oh, Seth House, yes, I saw them. Posting around. Is that the person who made the Spotify link as well? I think I know who you're talking about. They have the Twitter. They drew the dude with like really buff boobs. The really buff dude with his boobs out once. Those are the kind of things that stick in my memory. Anyways, So guys, mentality shift real quick. Lesson 6, draw box. We're pursuing this in order to get better, right? So it's tempting to pick very difficult things. The rice cooker would take a lot of time, but generally speaking, I know how to approach everything except for the handles. I've done it before. This, I can pretty much map out almost everything in my brain of how to construct this. But it's smaller, and honestly, I'm kind of more jiving with this, but that could be because it's easier. Then we have this, a lighter. It's a mirrored object, just like these. All of these are mirrored objects, so we can do on one plane what we could have on the other. This one's easier though, as it all exists relatively on the same plane, except for this very very long um cylindrical part to it, and it's quite organic. And when I'm done, can you DM it? Of course, yeah. Thank you for asking. They have piezoelectric crystals that respond to sound waves producing voltage. Guess what a microphone or microphone is? Okay, huge. We learned something a little bit new today. I'm going to ignite my candle while we're here. If you guys see a fire emanating from behind me, something normal, non-zesty regions. I'll hopefully be back later. Start to dip. No, that's totally fine. Thank you for stopping by. Got to keep that stream streak going, even though it's not on YouTube. There goes my internet. Cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. Why is it glitching? Anyways. Also, this is my first time doing Drawbox, not in my little stool. I'm not used to having a nicer desk for it. So, guys, we got to make a decision. What are we doing? This or the rice cooker? One of these? This would be very new. Like, Kindle instant internet death. That shit fried. Can you explain that? Was the infrared from the candle blew up my I don't know. Something there. Something's there. But yeah, this is new. This is new and difficult. Lots of curves. Trying to think how we would go about this. Because this would very much be, we figure out the curves and then project it. However, it is rounded on all sides, so that is a little bit difficult. That means for each flat edge, we'll need like another curve. And this feels more lesson 7 territory just because of the curves and the organic nature of it. But I think this would be worthy to pursue. So I think we do this. Unless anyone has any contention with that. As it goes, typically with these longer streams, I like to do a hour-long timer. That's a 2-hour-long timer, which is almost an hour. Almost. Yeah, that's the idea, at least. Let's do an exclamation point marker lesson 6. Nice. Let me check that the marker system is working today. Yep. Nope. Oh, God. Marker failed. Token was revoked. Great. Well, that's fun. Let's do it. So, everybody, how I like to start lesson 6 is by doing a quick sketch. Baby Crow, can you hold this, please? Thank you. I like doing a quick sketch / drawing of what I want to get done here, right? And of course, this is a lesson 6 classic. Typically, throughout all of Drawbox, you use a fine liner, but for lesson 6 and 7, and maybe the 250 wheel challenge, I could be wrong about that though. You're allowed to use a ballpoint pen. However, maybe not the wheel challenge. And actually, I want to save this pin. This little tape on it indicates that it's well worn, so it's a lighter pin. So I'm gonna use one of the darker ones right now with more ink. There we go. Okay. So This is probably going to be the hardest thing I've done so far. Just in terms of the organics, right? My goal is to use French curves to plot major points. What's the ratio of this? This has to be like 1 to maybe... It has XD on it. Do you see that? Right here it says XD. Can we get some XDs in chat? No. Is this 1 to 8? Let's see. I'm gonna start cutting this in half. Because I'd say, like, generally speaking, this is the halfway mark right here. That's a fourth. That's a eighth. So I think it's 1 by 8. Yeah. I found that whenever I guess, my guesses aren't totally wrong when it comes to ratios. And you're like, Kavel, it's not actually 1 by 8. It's specifically 1 by 9.3875, which is great. But like, we have to be honest with ourselves here and say, are we going to get that accurate? Because Lesson 6 is also a game. Why do we keep glitching out? What is happening? Lesson 6 is also a game of accuracy. And I think I'm going to switch out my chair real quick. I'm going to switch out my chair. The bot better not have added everybody. How is it doing that? Dude? How? I'm so sorry the bot's spamming. We may just get rid of the bot if it's too annoying, guys. Here, I'm gonna switch out my chair for a second. At everyone once again. I know, right? There we go, everybody. The stool is back. I miss the stool. I like the stool. It's very creaky though. Huh. Anyways. Cool. So it's 1 by 8, we can assume. We're gonna go make the ratio a little bit longer here though, because we just need detail. Nice. So I'm gonna assume this is the middle. Not this, but this right here. We can kind of guesstimate with that. Yeah. Also, we have to decide how I want to draw this on the page. I think this would be interesting. It'd be highly foreshortened, so it'd look like this on the page to you guys. Or like this, right? That'd be pretty neat. Or we could do like this. I like this one more because it exposes all 3 planes. But this one would probably be easier. Actually, no, this does expose down here. So I would rather actually do this, because this is dependent on us getting not only the top curve correct here, but the bottom one. Meanwhile, if we did it like this, we wouldn't have to worry about that much. However, since this is so long, huh. Decisions. This gives us a wider plane. This flattens that plane. So actually, this is going to be easier because this top plane that we're going to have up here is going to have a lot of ortho on it, for all the different measurements. So I think it's best to go with that. So now at this point, I'd like to do a little bit of a preliminary sketch. I'd say this, goodness, of the total height, which is from here to here, that's the longest point. I'd say this itself is about a third of the entire thing. Boom, boom, boom. But like for this curve, Right, we want to simplify shapes here. I just need a straight edge. I don't really want to cheat and measure it. I want to get my brain better at ratios. Or, proportions naturally. This is going to get difficult. I've been at everyone. Should we just get rid of here, guys? I'm going to revoke StreamerBot's ability to at everybody. How about that? I'm tired of it, and I can't get it to work. It's not StreamerBot. What is it called? Streamcord. We're getting rid of it. We're neutering. Oh my god, you're a chud. Yeah, I put it on 6-hour slow mode, and even though none of the rolls like have like bypass slow mode, it's still somehow bypassing slow mode. I've done so much to try to stop it from doing that, but now it's no longer going to fuck you. Get neutered. Hashtag get neutered. Guys, can we start a hashtag on Twitter? Oh my god, wait. You know how for a bit when Roe v. Wade was overturned, the talk of vasectomies were on the agenda? Can we bring that back? Do they still use hashtags on Twitter? I actually don't know. Sadly, I don't partake in X, the everything app anymore. I actually never have. I'm doubly lying to you. So we're in a weird spot right now because I want like a source of truth. I want like this is the furthest point. So this is like a fifth because like this is the top, right? So it gives fifth or sixth vibes. And I'm not sure about that. Let's get some of our X out of here. So this half. Oh, guys, I was thinking of this today, and then I at the gym, and then I immediately shut down the idea once I thought of another factor. I was like, "Hey, we should do my Dutch practice on stream." So like, we do the quiz together, and like, if anybody else is learning a language or something, we could also do that. And then I was like, "Wait, I say the word, like I read it out loud if it's a quiz or anything, and practice, right?" So like het gaat goed, like I can't do it still. And so you're just gonna hear me repeat it like 100 times. That probably wouldn't be entertaining for you guys. So we're probably not gonna do it. I could do the softer G fricative, but I can't do the harder one on repeat. Het gaat goed. Like we're getting used to it though. And like my guttural sounds like so, or fricative sounds so like it'll get natural. Bear gives me hope. She was like, it'll sound more natural, and I'm gonna trust in the Bear of Mug. So this half. So the 3/8 from the right. This is a contact point. We're gonna measure from over here, so that's 5/8. I hate centering things, but I also need to. What does that mean? Like centering it in a composition? Okay. So half, 3/4, 5/8. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a 30-second. I don't really want to do a 30-second, but I think we have to do a 30-second. Fuck. Okay. Let's figure it out. So, 1/2, 3/4, 5/8, 9/16, 17 30-seconds, right? 5/8, 9/16. Does this lesson require drawing from life? I'm not sure. I personally do it though, because it helps me like proportions and stuff like that, right? Um, I personally recommend it because looking at a screen, it's very easy. Actually, no, I don't know. I just like drawing from life. I think drawing from life is like the has no idea what he's saying. You're gonna hear a lot of weird math gibberish. That's probably wrong. So prepare yourself. Still yourself. A lot of headaches, maybe some crying. Not like not actual crying. We don't cry on these streams. Guys, I'm so glad the first time I cried on the stream wasn't because of Drawbox. Like, can we get around as pleasant now? Let's see. 5/8 is 10 sixteenths. So that means it's 9/16 right here. 9/16, that's 18 30-seconds. So that is 17 30-seconds. I'm not sure if we want to get that accurate, but that's an option, right? What is 17 30-seconds closest to? That's point oh no 0.01 no 0.0375, right? So that's 0.5375. Let me get the calculator out. Seventeen divided by 32 is 0.53125, not 375. My bad. 325. So, what's closest to that? Nothing. Merry Rismus, how's it going, Spicy? I hope you're well. We're struggling. We're doing math right now. 0.53125 is closest to what is 4/7? 4/7 is no, that's like 6, right? Oh, 4/7 is actually pretty good. That's a margin of 0.06. So that's an option. We're drawing a lighter, Mr. Spicy. Hashtag get neutered. I'm so sorry I didn't see that, Bear. Here, let me respond to someone on Discord. Noel D, if you guys know this individual. I love chatting with them, but sometimes they message me during stream. Hey, streaming. Bruna can talk in a bit, or you're welcome to join the stream. If it's not trade related math, I mean, in my opinion, from the talking to a structural engineer and a lot of HVAC people, being good at mental fractions is pretty helpful. Some may say. Yes, and that's literally all we're doing right now. So get hyped. This is your domain. We can mirror the 17 30-seconds to be because like we have the 17 30-seconds go in the middle here. Another mirror. Actually, I'd rather shorten this to a singular line, even though it isn't. There's a divot here. It wouldn't be as hard. So we're gonna mark right here as a 15 30-seconds. But we'll see. I'm worried about the Ys. The Ys are gonna kill me. Once we get over here, let's see. Half, quarter. So that's 7/8. 13/16. And I think here's a good point. 13/16. That good. So this is another 30-second, but it is a very tall object or long object, so the 30 seconds aren't as bad. We just have to make sure. Actually, I don't think we need any proportional relationships, but over here, so that's good. Oh, we will have to worry about this plane though, because it is we do have different diameters about it, but like once we get this diameter, and then this thickness, it does thin up right here, which could also be an issue. But that would be 1 or 2 slices. I'm just really worried about those slices. That does change the game. What are you up to today, Mr. Spicy? Where are you pulling these numbers from? I'm so confused. Are you allowed to rulers for proportion, or do you have to do it by eye? So I asked Canoe this, and in lesson 6, you could probably scroll up to that. You know, let's because I don't want to put words in Canoes. From Kavel in lesson 6. Oh, that's my other Discord account that I haven't used from Stiffy. Oh, I just dropped it. It'd be funny if that caught on fire after I dropped it. Ah. Eh? Here we go. So, I asked, is it okay if we use digital software to plan our orthos, or should we approximate solely via eyeballing things? So, kind of what your question was. Canoe responded, if you're going for official critique, then no. All orthos should be done with pen and ink. For unofficial critique, you will get more out of the lesson by doing it completely traditionally. And yeah, I was like, so Canoe thought I meant by doing it digitally. And I said, understood. Following from this, are we allowed to measure objects with rulers, capturing proportions digitally? Is this also not advisable? Canoe said, honestly, I don't know. You engage a lot more of your brain trying to wrap around how the proportions should be based off of your reference, that's for sure. Speaking from experience. So it kind of said, like, you gain more by struggling with the object, and I would highly personally recommend it, right? You'll be surprised with how accurate your guesses are, especially if you've done lesson 5, which you're currently going through. I actually never looked at your elk, by the way. It was the elk or deer. I never looked at that. I need to look at that. But yeah, so I personally recommend, and I'm getting these numbers, Gizma. My kind of method for approaching proportions is if I'm ever stuck and I can't be like, oh yeah, that's a third or that's a fifth easily. Deer. What I do is I start from the middle. I always just start subdividing by halves. So like half, half, half. And if I get too technical, like if I hit the 64ths, I'm like, okay, I could probably find another fraction, like a third or even a fifth. That would be more accurate, right? I'll finish a rhino tomorrow. Ooh, we love the rhino. That horn's so fun to do. So I think we lost Spicy. He never told me what he's up to today, and I'm gonna kill that man. Spoilers, guys. I'm gonna dox him a little bit. Not really doxing. Share some private information. He's looking into getting into painting minifigures. Is that the correct term for it? Warhammer models. Minifigs, like kit bashing and such. Are those the correct terms to describe your potential new hobby? So yeah, I'm measuring right now. So like 1/2, we go up to 3/4, we go up to 7/8, then we go up to 13/16. And so the next one, which is going to be 26 minus, that's 25/30 seconds. That shouldn't be 25/30 seconds. Yeah. Nice, my friend does that. I was about to actually, but yeah, that's accurate. Heck yeah, I got it right. For some reason, I know a lot of people who do this. Yeah, we have some people in the Drawbox Discord. I was showing Spicy meta stuff. She seems to be like the king of it on Drawbox. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I did my math wrong. 3/4, which is a big number. 8 3 times 24, 30 seconds. Then we go to 7/8, which is 28, 30 seconds. And then we go to 13/16, right? 13/16. No, I'm subtracting. I need to be adding. So that's 7/8. So that's 15/16. Yes, that's where my math was wrong. Which leaves us the 30. So that's 29 30 seconds right here. And we have some weird stuff going on right here. Here's where we get to it. So 29. And then we get to 58. So that's 50. No, 59 64ths. 29 times 2, 50 plus 8, so 58 minus, plus 1, 59. Yeah, 59 64ths. I could be wrong, though. Let me see. I think I'm good. I think my proportions are correct. 3/4 is 0.75. Don't worry. I know that one at least. So yeah, that's way too accurate though, right? Like we don't want to be getting into these crazy numbers because that's just going to hurt us. We have to do so much plotting and stuff for this, but these are preliminary stuff, right? What we can do after we have these more technical, like fine out numbers, is we can kind of push them around, and do whatever we want to make it a little bit less horrible. So, what I'm gonna do here and why I subdivided it twice is the curve starts here, but it probably only goes to like this or something. Meanwhile, this one goes all the way. So we want something like this at the end of it. Then we have a curve that goes up, and this is where we have to start worrying about y, so we're going to stop it for a second and worry about over here. We have our halfway mark, and then we're going to go half here. I'm going to do this with my left hand. I'm right-hand dominant, so this can be a little bit weird. This, so we're going to go halfway through here. That's 1/4. And then half. It's easy to get tripped up here. I may just put this as 3/8. That makes my life a lot easier instead of getting really technical and going over here. So that's 1/4. We'll go to 3/8 right here. So that's where this starts. That helps us out. So once we get over here, now we have to start being very careful because it's kind of weird pointing this at my face. I'm gonna do to look at it from far away. So not sure if this will help, but when I was measuring stuff with fractions, I converted the fractions into imperial for easier measure. 9 inches is 3/4. So these are relative proportions. So all of this is like, I'm never using centimeters or inches, but yes, that is so much better. Don't worry, it's not a gun. I'm not gonna do the joke I was gonna do because like, yeah, come on, right? But yeah, whenever I measured stuff in real life, because I've stuck with Imperial, which I love metrics so much more. But like for the machine shop things or things like that, I actually instantly switched it to decimal because when I was on like the mill, for example, like take quarter thou off or something, I'm like, okay, I can get that in my head. But like if you gave me an imperial measurement, yeah, metric is vastly superior in really every way. Except I would maybe argue Fahrenheit versus Celsius. I'm still a Fahrenheit enjoyer. It makes more sense to me, but not just like more sense to me, but like, oh yes, 32 is cold, 100 is hot. Like I can get behind that. I'm not going to argue either superior. I just one clicks with my brain more, but that's also biased. Hydrate, we can do that. I think that's fair. I'm also going to cancel the candle because it's getting a little bit warm in here. I'm canceling it. Oh no. There we go. Mix my drink up a little bit. Freezing at 32 is fundamentally wrong. So freezing at 0 does make a lot of sense, but like if it's hot, 100, hot 100. Like if we could, guys, can we work together to create one where 0 is frozen and 100 is hot? I mean, 100 is hot in Celsius, but you're also gonna die. Isn't absolute 0 different from 0 in Celsius though? Absolute 0 is like Kelvin, right? I could be wrong in that. It is, yeah. Who brought Kevin into this? We're talking about what's a funny name for 0 degrees Kelvin is never negative 273 degrees Celsius. Or you could be a nerd and be like, actually centigrade. Like, bro, who uses it? Yeah. It means in Kelvin. Don't worry. Don't worry, we are privy to such things. I remember I was obsessed with 0 degrees, like absolute 0, because my teacher in like science class in like 8th grade was like, physics breaks Atom stops moving. Yeah. Any Rankin enjoyers? What's Rankin? Rankin it, and by it I mean my temperature. It's true, I was there. Dude, I was like my OCD slash like hyperfixating ass was like grilling my teacher about it. I was like, wait, so if there's a place in the space where there's 0 degrees, if I throw a ball in it, will the ball stop moving or stuff like that? Another way to measure temperature. There's probably like a billion ways. Just like it's everybody has like their own what is it called? Like standard, like measuring standard or like way of sending like packets over the internet, right? They all want their own protocol, right? Like if you put 6 engineers in a room to make one protocol, they'll end up with 7 protocols, right? Like I bet the same goes with measure because it's just energy, right? Like you can measure energy however you want as long as your units make sense. Let's see. It's about Rankine. No, that's crazy. That's some. Oh, I messed up, guys. This doesn't go that deep. Sorry for yelling. We get emotional during Drawbox streams. We weren't supposed to plot that. Hashtag get neutered, guys. Okay. So whatever. Oh, here's where the bad math happens. Oh. This is 1 to 8 ratio. So we want to choose a number that scales well, because like we want this plane, whatever this measurement is proportional to this plane, we want it to scale well to this plane, and we can project it onto the front plane. Or we make sure it's square on the front plane and then project it onto these, and that ensures that we will always have a good ellipse. And we want to always have a good ellipse. So, okay, more of an explanation of what I'm doing, right? If we draw this in perspective, especially this ellipse, right? If we use the coordinates projected from this plane and this plane, we could have a lot of error because we're human. And our goal here is to kind of reduce that compounding error. But if we start with this plane up here and define coordinates on here and then project it to these planes, sure, it may get a little bit wonky and this may expand or shrink at a certain point, but that is so much better, especially if we have well laid out vanishing points, than projecting onto here, because the human eye will notice an incorrect ellipse before they notice this being totally wrong, in my opinion, right? From what I've seen. So we want to do the proportions over here. Is that easy? No. Because like this is like a 7/8 diameter ellipse. And it's also rectangular, so that means we have to just define a square in perspective. Oh, big belly. Because this is 1/8, so that means this. Oh god. Because like we want all 3 ratios, right? Because we have approximately 1 to 8 to what? It's like here's the length of this. It feels like that's a third or a fourth. No, that's a third. Maybe even a little bit greater than that. It's like 2/5. Oh god. Sucks. I'm gonna like hold it up to you guys. But the Lord, see, what is it? Like begone demon. Ah, I don't know. Dude, this is so rough. This is like 2/5. That's like 0.4. That like yeah. So the face that we're looking at. Let's do math. We're looking at 2 to 5. So if we were doing all of our ratios, that means we're at 2 to 5 to 40, right? That's our ratio that we're working with. Oh. And this is going to suck for making a square, right? Because we need to make a square to make a and you can only make a square with techniques that aren't taught in Drawbox, and I don't want to use them because I don't have a compass either. You need a compass to do that. To my knowledge. So we would have to do this math-wise to make a square. Oops. And the worst part is this square. I've dropped this so many times when I like start a fire or something. It's like a leaking lighter fluid. It's not like flat all the way. Like the top point is right here, right? And then it falls off a little bit. So it's a square that's not centered on one of the sides. Oh. Kavel, why did you choose this? Let's solve the y. Let's leave this on the side and let's solve the y-axis, right? Because I'm treating this as the z, x, y, right? So solving all the heights for everything. Let's worry about that. I mean, that does involve this still. So we're not going to worry about that part actually just yet. This. There's actually technically a curve right here, but if you tell uncomfortable that, I will kill you. That feels like 1/6 at its highest. You know what? Maybe for the sake of everything, we treat. Let me use the. Oh, that's not enough. Maybe for the sake of everything, we treat. Oh, I think I forgot to do one of the orthos for one of my previous drawings. Oops. Anyways, I'll do that my own time or something. I don't know. That's just clearly different. If that's at 1/6, and then we made this at 1/8, because that feels 1/8. 1/6 is 167 repeating. No, 1.6 repeating. 0.16 repeating. It made a horrible noise. That does give 8th vibes. 125. 6th. So a 6 wouldn't really be that different. That's a 0.05 difference. So that's a little over a 32nd. So maybe not. Maybe we need to go higher. Other than that, it'd be, we could do 3/4. That's double. Give it to the next person. Then make it a third. But that doesn't feel like a third. Remember, guys, when in doubt, divide into halves. I guess I could lay this flat. No, I can't really. We'll try, though. So that's half. 3/4. Let's do it. Why is the screen glitching out for you guys? Yeah, it is. I just watched it on the replay. Oh. Don't know why. What's it glitching out to? Is it like FNAF? It's the camera. Is it the camera? I think it is. Don't know why though. Anyways. So we have at least 2 coordinates that are very helpful. Maybe a loose cable. That may be true. Okay. Stuck it in a little bit more. Good call. Here's our half. Here's our third. Here's our eighth. Or fourth. Was the first one and then eighth. So it curves. That means where does the curve start? It's hard to commentate on what this because like I don't want to put any more. You know, my CPU, the bus is already being occupied by like all of what's already happening. So trying to commentate on that is already pretty hard. Let's do a half. Nah, Kavel, are you sick? Are you twisted? Let's see, that's 3/4 though. Eh? So we could do 5/8. So now we're gonna go from here to here, which means this is also an eighth curve. 4th, 8th. We want some consistency. So this is why we invented the Dles, is I get so, we didn't invent it, we took it from Northernlion. But like I get so invested in this and lost that I need a break, right? Like it's a necessity. Otherwise I'll burn myself out or just get really tired. But sometimes the Dles take so long that it doesn't really reset my brain. So yeah, anyways, 1/8. This is 7/8. 3/4. 1/8 or 5/8. Yeah. There we go. I'm just vibing. Huge. That's what we want to see here at Kavel_draws. No, don't stop drawing. Okay. So now we got to figure out where the peak of this is. And I have a feeling, or like the peak of this curve, it's gonna be a bit weird because it's ending at a place that's higher than it, right? Because 5/8, no. Yes. Skippity bum bum, is where I said that is. So I'd say like right here, wherever this is. So half. It's like right next to half. Half, 3/4. Screw it, 3/4. Does that make sense? Not really. Maybe it does. No, because it goes to its lowest at the 5/8. Why does the camera stop that? I gotta like slow down the VOD and like see what's happening over there. Also, I realize I'm very quiet, but I think that's an okay thing. I've just been further from my mic. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways. This is basically 3/4. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Okay, so 3/4 is basically where it ends. Which means it'll be like right here. Which means 3/4 to 29:30 seconds, whatever the midpoint of that is. That's the highest point. We can just subdivide that. We don't have to lay out explicit coordinates. And then we transition to going deeper over here. And then we curl up to what point? Go back to measuring y's. I'm gonna assume the halfway point. No, that's gonna be much different because the halfway point we decided it's like right where, a little bit after the curve, so like right here. So actually, yeah, the halfway point is very, very realistic. Let me see. No, it isn't. It's the least realistic thing I've ever said, actually. It's like we're working. You guys can barely see it, but like this is the halfway point, which is actually almost where that curve ends. Oh. So we did 5/8 for the end of it. If we kept that and didn't make it a half, that would make this part bulkier than it actually should be. Interesting. Thoughts? I'm still gonna rock with it being half. So that point is half. That's just a good number, I think, to keep it at. And that was the 17:30 seconds, I believe? Yes. So 17:30 seconds in half. We're gonna curl up to there. That doesn't seem too correct, does it? Oh, the proportions are off here, actually, right? If we did this to a true 1:8 scale, it would probably look a little bit better. Now I'm debating if 1:8 is correct, though, because I was using this to measure if it was an eighth, but we need to go like this. So here's where we'll cheat now and verify the length of things. So this is 1.875, right? It's 1 inch and no, it's 3/4, 0.75, sorry. Yeah. So 1.75 by effectively 10.5. So what's the smallest common denominator of that? That's effectively like 2 to 11, which is almost 2. So that's 1/6. What? What? I mean, I could almost get behind that, but really? You're not joshing me? 10. It's 1.75. 10.5 divided by 1.75 is a six. Wait, that's a perfect sixth. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so instead of eighths, we're gonna do sixth because the first time I was measuring this thickness, but now I was mentally doing that. So a sixth. Okay, so that changes this because if this is 2 to 5 and 5 is 6, 2 to 5, so that's 5 times 6, which is 30. So we're working with now 2 to 5 to 30. Oh god, plotting the box for this is going to be impossible. Oh man. Like the VPs for the VP for the longer axis is just going to be so far. Yeah, you can DM me. Are you not in our Discord server, Toast, or do you want to be in our Discord server? Switch to red because I'm listening to Math Rock. Heck yes. Do you have any favorite artists so far? There's one artist that I liked who had like a red. I do want to. Okay, huge. I will send you an invite. Let me make sure I actually have you on Discord. Oh my god, dude. That's the second. Oh, I don't have you on Discord. Oh my gosh, everything is freaking out. I'm on Ink Figures Discord. So if you need to reach me there. Oh no, here we are. Toaster. Ah, I see. I see. I see. I will DM you about that in a bit. If that's okay. Okay, huge. Thank you very much for doing that. I won't say anything else though. We'll keep it secret. Okay. So this is wrong now. Man, guys, it's clearly been a minute since I've done lesson 6 because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the fatigue. Okay. So, where did we leave off? I see. We now have this little thing. We're at here. And then this is where we got to deal with the diameter. So we've kind of saved ourselves. I like to make the halves go off the true half. That's 1/2. I do apologize if this stream is shorter than usual. That's typically just how studying streams go. It's a little bit more mentally demanding. These proportions will make a lot more sense once we've shrunk it down a little bit. Now we're into the hard part. Part of me, how long have we been streaming? 1 minute 30. Part of me wants to do the dulls right now, and then we'll deal with that. How about that? We'll deal with all the cylinders after the dulls. How are we on ads? Pre-rolls are off for another 4 minutes. So guys, we're gonna do a 3-minute ad break. Then we're gonna come back. Oh, I forgot the marker. Let me make the marker thing work right now because it's so convenient. Give me a quick second. I'm sad because I made the script try to authenticate first and whatever. Anyways, why did the first marker work? Did it expire in the middle? It expired in the middle. Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, give me a quick second. We're gonna open up VS Code. We're gonna go to Grackbot. We're gonna wait for it to activate the virtual environment. We're going to type in Python Scripts authorize YouTube. Nice. Then we're going to restart the Crackbot script. Now we're going to type exclamation marker BRB. Yo, TS Block, how's it going? Good to see you. Exclamation marker BRB. We're going to go over here. It worked. Cool. And yeah, so BRB, everybody, 3-minute ad break. Sorry, TS Block, you just got here. And then we're going to do some Dles. Huge. We're back, kind of. If I fall asleep to your stream, it's not you. As the hike I took today, you will not believe the number of people who have fallen asleep to this stream, and I take no offense to it. These are Drawbox gets a little quieter. It's a little bit, a little less engaging. We have calm music. The odds are not in your favor. Also, the hike looked crazy, crazy pretty. What's up, Bear? Kavel ASMR win. Kavel eating tomato soup and grilled cheese. Sorry, I just really wanted to mention tomato soup and grilled cheese. I want some right now. We don't have Catherine Diaz 2000 to I'm not sure if that's her real name. I'm just saying a random cat name. Could be Kathy. To contest us. Let's see. Elite ball knowledge combo. So, Spice, we have an entity here named Cat. She does not like tomato soup and grilled cheese. Even bacon grilled cheese, like the combo. She thinks eating soup with things is Kathy Mitchell. Holy shit. Germa was what was Germa saying then? Anyways, don't look into that one. We're almost ready here. Like a couple more seconds. The Dles. Looks like TS Block is joining us with the Dles. I fucked around with the Wordle today. Anyways. We're gonna play anything grid for like 10 seconds until I get bored of it. Yoink. Look at me crossing my legs like a queer. Let's go. Friendship Day. Friendly human. Do you have a Wikipedia about me yet? Don't make a Wikipedia about me. I'm so blue. It's crazy. I'm not changing it. We're staying blue for right now. Friendly human. I guess we could, I mean, does he have, he doesn't have a Wikipedia, no. Martha Stewart. I think Martha Stewart would be, didn't she have a controversy recently? Oh, the timer's still going. Oopsies. Why does he have the Battlefield 3 filter? That's so true. Nelson Mandela. So we have to remember, everybody. We have to pick things that people aren't going to select, right? The most niche one. Is there a historical like Mansa Musa? But like, if Mansa Musa wasn't mainstream. Jimothy's kind of real. Chris Hadfield, let's go Chris Hadfield. I'm a bit worried that's going to be mainstream, but let's go. Oh, good call, Spice. Good call. Human connection. I kind of want to do Project Hail Mary, but like that isn't really human connection, right? We're gonna think about that for a second. We could do like Neuralink. Define connection exactly. So it could be anything with the word doing with connection, right? Also, it's Friendship Day. Happy Friendship Day, everybody. Human celebration. What's the most niche human celebration? Human to rock connection. Human connection. We can go like haptic suit. But like, what's a very aura interactor? Let's do the aura interactor. That's obscure. There we go. Burning Man. It's kind of mainstream. Very mainstream. Tribe Fest. Or Trib Fest. We could do like Rainforest. What's the one where they roll the cheese down the hill? Cooper's Hill. Sorry, I'm gonna do Cooper's Hill. Because it's pretty funny. Cooper's Hill cheese rolling and wake. Get us an obscure, please. Thank you. I was about to say, I tip my fedora to you. We're not doing that. That's bad. A friendly group. A friendly culture. I'm gonna skip those for now, unless you guys put that in the back of your brain. A group connection. WhatsApp. Group celebration. The wheel could also be up there. Do we want to do the Trib Fest for this one? The Texas Tribune or Sledmere House? Jehovah's Witness? Oh God. Celebration culture. Celebration of culture. Connection culture. Connection culture is pretty difficult. Connection group. Is there like an r/? No, okay. R.R. Martin. I'm going to books now. I'm in books in my head. Culture connection. What's up? Here we go, wait. Celebration of culture. Stonewall. Let's just do Stonewall in. See if that works. Deep cut. Oh. What are the people in the Grinch? Aren't they friendly? True. The Who's? No, that's Whoville. I'm stupid. Friendly group. Hobbits. Hobbits is up there. I like the connection to George R.R. Martin. We'll do that. Friendly group. We'll do the Hobbits. Deep cut. That's okay. We'll take those. Group connection. Back to Batoche. I don't even know what that is, or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Group celebration. What if we could do that here? TeamSpeak, that's pretty good. It would be so funny if that obscure. Battle of Batoche. Metis celebration. It doesn't look like we have one. What if we go like celebration? I'm trying to think. I'm about to give up. Once I have to really start thinking, I'm like, that's not the point of these tools. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, that's what Back to Batoche is. I don't even know what Metis celebration is. What is Metis? Metis mis huevos en tu boca? Celebration theater. Cinema. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's what you want to see. We need 20 more points, everybody. Friendly culture. Oh, wait. I know. I learned about this in Dutch. Give me a second. Yes. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Here, let's learn something together, guys. We're gonna learn how to pronounce this Dutch word. We're gonna do Forvo for this. Forvo/NL. Okay, this may be a little loud. Gezelligheid. Oh my god. So gezelligheid. Gezelligheid. I don't know. Anyways, culture friendly. Dutch social situation notion of evocative conviviality. I don't even know coziness. Anyways, culture friendly. We got some gezelligheid. Oh my god, dude. This learning this language is gonna kill me. Connection and group. Is a French Canadian First Nation tribe. Ah. Then let's see if we could just throw that in here. We've learned something new today. Thank you. Whoo, there we go. It's loosely connected to group and connection, right? Then finally, cultural connection. Hear me out. This is gonna be really weird. What's the it's probably not niche, but the I love it so much. It's the spam with rice and seaweed. Musubi. Let's just toss in musubi here. I feel like it's a connection of multiple cultures. Oh, deep cut. 94. That's not too shabby. Main Street. I was thinking of Fred Rogers earlier. I wish I got a percentage than more than just that. That's not too freaking bad. Okay. Game Doodle time, guys. We look at some cover art. Is this Rivals? I could be wrong. Okay, it's not. But damn, isn't that a superhero art style though? Yeah, Quinta. Yeah, like the first person you think of. Oh shit. Okay. My. Oh, there we go. That's a nice thigh. I really like they have that little hatching right there for it. I was like, this is a superhero art style. I'm glad I clocked that. More artwork. Is this Disco Elysium? It couldn't be. It doesn't feel like it, but. Oh, and look at that disco face. Oh, we love it. I need to play it more. I need to play it. I haven't been playing it as much. I've been really busy. Maybe I'll play some tonight. Oh, I'm going to play some tonight. Let's see. This seems like a Persona character. Oh, no, it's the dude. This could be a Guilty Gear because the kind of like pose they do it. I'm not going to do it because it's like a TikTok thing. But it's the dude with the glasses from that one game. He was in Kideo 706. Never mind. Is this... What's his name from JJK? What's his name? Not Yuta. Oh my god. What's his name? Not Gojo. Fuck you. Yeah, here we go. Fushiguro. Okay, is it Gojo? Fuck you. Fuck you. From Jujutsu Kaisen, but is this like in Fortnite? Like, what's going on here? It was Gojo. I was trying to aim for Fushiguro first, but okay. Lost Films, Table Reads, Clip Archive. Skip. Face matching, audition tapes, cinema history. Oh, dude. Film scrubbing, occult mystery, missing actress. I really... Object matching, movie rehearsals, interactive movie. Brother. Single player only, frame by frame viewing, non-linear investigation. This is Nancy Drew. It was not Nancy Drew. Behind the scenes footage, 2 of everything. Quantum Break? I don't think it's Quantum Break, but I'd rather put that in there than give up, so. Shout out Quantum Break. I wish that game went somewhere, but I feel like Immortality, it's one of those, yeah. Shout out, but like I never played that, yeah. Guess the game. Oh, God. I like the little lion character. I have no idea what this is. What by Whetstone. Any takers? The most blue streamer is lost on this one. Let's hit next. This was Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. I thought this was like a lion, though. Is that a lion? Is that Wonder Boy 3? I'm gonna Google this real quick. Sorry, you gave me an anthropomorphic lion character. I'm not gonna behave. Never mind. Or, I don't know, at least. Lion or a chipmunk, yeah. Okay, what we got here? Let's refresh. Oh, wait, the timer's not showing. Interesting. Okay, charge, current, prune, fish, power, charge, power, modern, raisin, recent, eddy. Eddy current, so all things to do with eddy current, power. I just don't like that charge is here. So let's figure that out at first. Fish, prune. You're fishing for something. You're pruning for something. Fish are in currents. Modern, recent, current. Okay, I think we have our thing. Current, eddy, current, power. Ah, fuck you. Eddy. Ah, damn. I'm trying to be fast here. So it's gonna be eddy current raisin, I guess? I don't know. What was it? I hate that you lose in 3. Let me struggle a little bit. Back to puzzle, what's happening here? Charge current power. Eddy current fish. Rivers have these eddies? Oh. Okay, man. We take that. Lock the fuck in. Yesterday was horrible. Today is a new day. Oh god, dude. You're hitting me with the desaturated darker purple? Ooh, a lot more desaturated. Yikes. Okay, we're desaturated today. Desaturated dark blue purple. Ooh, god, dude, I'm just stuck in the 8s. I'm never getting out. It's this desaturated stuff that I suck at. They're throwing this at me because they hate me. I forgot it. God, the Apple Pencil gave up. Ooh, I promised to get a new tablet once I finish Drawbox. That's a good goal. The game said you will learn your desaturated. Ugh. I don't like this game for like. Come on, man. This is orange green. It's actually a little bit more saturated, just darker. Ooh. God, what's been with me recently? I like would sometimes get this quite well. Maybe it's the pastels that fuck me up. I should be like analyzing my scores and being like, ah, yes, I'm messing up here. That was better. At least we broke a 9, but ugh. 43 average, you know, that's kind of okay. How many neurons does an octopus have? Best numerical. A lot. I feel like I'm getting more blue. Let's go 2 trillion. 500 million. Okay. Well, you know, not every day's a good day. That's for sure. Scrandle time. Low court. Let's lower the court. Let's see. Seasoned fries with cheese and pastrami. Ooh. Be good. Or buffalo wings. These look pretty good, guys, but me personally, I'm not a fan of buffalo sauce. That ranch does look delectable, so I'm going to go over here. But that one on the right is probably better. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. So I watched Spice play this last night. I forgot that the time we would have the same day, but I don't remember most of the answers. So let's see if we can beat Spice. I remember that one being correct. This one, I think this one. Okay. I really don't remember. I'm going to be inventing false memories, so I'm just going to be going at my own pace here. If I get a 10, though, I'm cheating. Edamame and the curry is not correct. Let's see. Ooh, I don't remember this at all. Hot dog fries or fayao? Topieto, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tropieto? I don't know. This does look pretty good. But this has the prettier pictures. Ooh, wrong choice. Should never have doubted Brazil. Shout out Brazil. Pulled pork bap with crackling. But whenever I say I want to get cracked, it's an issue. Okay. Flavor of New York, free hot dog or turkey ham pie? I'd rather go over here. The saddest hot dog. Ooh, look at this pizza versus the Tropeiro. Okay, I think this is another Brazilian snack food. Bean, egg, pork belly, scratchings, don't know what that, and farofa and rice. This sounds amazing, but the picky eaters go left. But I want to try that once I learn how to pronounce it. What do we got? Okay, no. Oh God. Okay, I suck. Let's see. The sausage, bread, and pickle. I'm the worst ever, and I think I got the same score as Spice did. The most American pizza I've seen. Yes, it is very American, but it's in England, so that's. Let's go to the cuddle. Ooh, okay. I feel like there's an opportunity to do well today. So, this has more mass over here, so we need to give it some of that. So I'd wager we go about right here. Let's see. We have like this much missing. So maybe a little bit more to the right. That's a 50. Fuck. Another 47. We've kind of been occupying this place. Stephen A. Smith or English to Hungarian. I lose this one. Yep, never mind. That's the best American. Oh, best American. My bad. But yeah, same thing. Hotels near me. Quite a few people looking for hotels near me. That's a bit scary. I'd imagine people book hotels much further. They're not, hey, right now, near me. Nintendo, I bet Nintendo go crazy, but not as crazy as hotels near me. If that was the money thing, though, then yeah. Minecraft versus Nintendo, Minecraft Mogs. What an interesting picture. Uber versus Minecraft. We're going to go Minecraft. I like Googling Minecraft for fun every day. That's a 5 out of 5. Let's go. Jason Derulo or Jaylen Brown. Let's go Jason Derulo. Isn't there a thing with Jaylen Brown? What's going on with him? I don't know. Whitney Houston. Oh my God, this is awesome. Everybody get the picture of the dog in here, please. Bear, if you have the opportunity, please find a Whitney Houston emote. Thank you. I'm kidding. The name of the homophobic dog is Whitney Houston, for those who don't know. Kodak Black. Fuck yeah. Burna Boy, we're going to go Kodak Black. I don't know who you are, Burna Boy, but I believe in you. Just kidding. The website crashed. Something went wrong. That's okay, though. I forgive you, and I'll grace you with a Control-R. Thank you. We're going to click on Kodak Black this time. Ooh, fuck. I'm sorry, Kodak Black. You deserve better than me. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Peak or Splash? Who do we have in here? I can't even read the names. So I'm going to go Indiana Jones. It's an 8.4. That's not too bad. Good choice. What do we have over here? To be or not to be? I don't know any of these names, but I feel like this is a 7. So, ooh, an 8.1. Not too shabby. Top Gun. I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, what was I thinking? It's not like worth an 8, but like it's crazy popular. House of Gucci. Okay, that's probably pretty low. Okay. Whew. Three Musketeers. We'll toss it in there for funsies. Nope. Okay. 3 out of 5 Andy strikes again. That's okay though. Bob Dylan's folk festival guitar or Napoleon Bonaparte's tooth. I have no interest in collecting people's teeth. Do you think there's a person out there with the world's biggest tooth collection? Like they go crazy with teeth? Pair of Yubari King melons. They look so happy to hold them too. They're like, I've been graced with a $50,000 melon in my hands. John Lennon's molar. See, this is more of those teeth freaks out there. Respectfully, freaks. What do we got? Nintendo 64 consoles sold? That go crazy? I didn't even think about how many were in a 4K TV, but yeah. Original iPhone 1 units. Do we go over 8 million? We don't. You start to feel it with the numbers. Wii console solds, we go crazy. Everybody and their mother had one. Nintendo DS. Ooh. It's a handheld, cheaper. Let's go crazy? Yep, okay. Safe bet. Steps to climb the entire Great Wall of China. That is 30 million, not 154. Guys, did we only get 3 wrong today? So another 22, top 4%. Today was a hard day for people, but not this guy. Okay, cool. We're just gonna chill in BRB for a second while I stretch. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. I highly recommend everybody who's been drawing with me so far, or whatever you've been up to, please have a good stretch. Went to the gym for the first time in maybe a week yesterday, and so I'm quite sore. Went again today for legs, and I'm gonna regret it tomorrow. Sadly, they don't have they do have a leg press machine, which is good because you can also do calves with that one. But they don't have a calf machine. Did you find some good music? I did. So I continued listening to what was the name? Oh my god, place whatever. That's spiking my core. I'm not gonna look at that. Media share. What was his name? Fat Man John. And also, or Fat Man Scoop, sorry. And also, I just would like, if you mean old school hip hop, you might want to check out. Yes. So, like, I was hoping to stray away from them, but you guys give me great. Yes, Fat Man Scoop. That actually, so I had a lot of fun with Fat Man Scoop, and then it actually auto played to. Let me open my music app. Smino. And I like Smino. Smino's, a lot of it reminds me very closely of Kendrick. Which once again, I was trying to hope like to stray away from rap today because I've just been spamming rap, but I was actually quite happy with Smino and Dochi, right? I was not too he just makes me happy. It's some happy stuff. It was funny doing squats to what's her name earlier though. That was a bit of a like I was like, if anyone heard what I'm listening to right now, while doing squats at the gym, what was it? Bounce by Iggy Azalea, yeah. Low bounce. Just a little bit funny. A little bit funny. Take a big sip of water, finish my stretches, and then we'll get back to it. I may be drawing for another 30 minutes. Stream goes on for another 30 minutes. It'd be nice if I could get an hour, but like, this is some high octane brain stuff, and sorry guys, I don't have much brain left. I'm too busy giving brain to be able to dispense any for this drawbox stuff. Considering you weren't going to stream. True. That's for other reasons, though. It wasn't necessarily my mental capabilities, which do come into question. I won't deny. Let's move my stream over here, and then move chat over here as well. Then we go over here. Yay! I mean, I did bring my rice cooker up here just for it to not be used. Sorry, rice cooker. Maybe in the future, but I would rather do many other construction. I'd be very happy if I could finish all the measurements today. Is that going to happen? I don't really know. Let's continue. So now we have to figure out the ellipses. This changes a lot because if I have a measurement on this plane to go to the longer plane, why is everything glitching out? I should probably close my Dles tab. Goodbye, Dles. There we go. How are we doing on all of our metrics? There we go. You did well considering. Oh wait, I just reread the same thing. Going to bed. I hope you finish those measurements. Thank you very much, PRS. Best of luck with your drawing for Seth House. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Doghouse or whatever their name is. The furry comic artist who recently is getting one of their things published, I think. Anyways, okay, sorry. Have a wonderful night. Get some good rest. I hope you wake up tomorrow for Friday well rested. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so yeah, anything we do on this plane, we need the math to convert it to this plane, which basically we want to go from the 2 to the 5. Because we have to make a square. Yeah, so, fuck. This is gonna suck. Okay, how do you make a square? That would make this work. Oh god, oh god. Okay, let's measurement from right here and then see if we project it onto there. Just in the actual drawing, we're going to start with the square over here and move it over there. I just want to get a baseline measurement that'll make me happy. So we're going to do this again just to help me vibe with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives fourth vibes, which doesn't make me too scared. That means it would go to the curve up here. If we at most go down an eighth right here, even though I'm feeling kind of 16th-y. Why are you glitching? Stop glitching. That's right, I'm talking to you. That means we're moving half. I'm cheating a little bit by looking at the measurement. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Half. So, what's going to happen? That's an eighth. Then we go down. Nah. Wait, what was I thinking of? Yeah. We're good. So that means we go to 3/8, the 3/8 right here. Man, that's thick. Maybe not. If we go to 3/8 right there, that gives us not enough room. Is it really a fourth though? Maybe it's not. Yeah, that can't be a fourth. I would even wager it maybe even be a sixth, but maybe we'll go for a fifth for now. Will that translate well? Math wise? Let's see. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Fifth. That means God, I haven't done this math in a second. I'm just tripping. So we'll draw something to help us out. That means we occupy one of these. Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. That means this is 5 units and that's 2 units. So we would center that? Like, that doesn't feel right. That means we just break it into fourths. Or where would we put it? Then this could maybe be this diameter. Because what we're looking at is like this, and then like a line here, a line here, a line here. We go. We're saying this is 1/5. This reaches the 1/2 mark. This reaches the top. So that means somewhere in here is being occupied by a fifth. Oh, and like we can't put that in a nice place. Because like let's say this is like an eighth down. That means we're doing an eighth plus a fifth, which means like, oh, that would be awful. So that means if we do a fifth here, everything has to be based off of tenths. Or like, a factor of 5. That means we have the whole, so that means if we're working with half, that's 5/10. And we've already used 1/10. Oh, no, 2/10 because of the 1/5. So this in proportion to this. Let's say that's 2/10. So this could be 1/10. That's 1/10, 1/10, 1/10, 1/10. This is 2/10. That gives us 6. So that would make this 4, which doesn't really seem right. But that actually could be right, because if this is half of that, that make it 1. Because that would make the diameter of this one and here 2/5. Don't ask me how to write a diameter symbol. There we go. Um, I swear, this will make sense one day. But for now, dude, I just want some kind of like scale. This whole thing is half an inch. The diameter of this. I know I shouldn't be measuring it from the side. Is 3/8. So that leaves us with 5/8 remaining. The diameter of this is actually pretty large. It's a bit strange to measure as well. It looks to be 4/8, which is a half of an inch. Nope, I'm a chud. How is that possible? That could be possible. So we're 3/4 plus a 16th. So that is 13/16. This was 3/8, which is 6/16. That leaves us with 5. No, 7. 6 or 7. 16ths. This seems to put 0.5, so that seems to be 8. So if we did that, no, we want the very tip of it though, because it does have a flare. It's like 0.5 plus a 16th. So that's 9/16, which gives us 4/16 to work with. This flares up a little bit. So that could be another 16th. And then this one flares down and then gets 2/16 down here. I think that's the best way to go about it. So measure out our 16ths. This is 9/16. This is 1. This is 1. This is 2. So if we go back over here for our ratios, that means this is double this, so that should be 2. But we needed 4 here, which means we needed to sprinkle in another diameter thing somewhere. And I'm going to change this to 2/10, just to make it easier. 4/10. 4 to 6. That gives us our remaining 4. Oh wait, so that works out. Cool. I think we solved it, maybe. Just a little bit. I think Drawbox should give free Adderall to its students. Just a thought. I think it would be helpful for some of us. That means we're working at a 20th scale, though. But it does transfer well, I think. Jesus. This is... Woo! So that means we're working in tenths over here. Nods. So to bring this over here, what that's going to look like. Okay. We go down. So this is 1 unit, 1 unit, 2 units, 1 unit, 1 unit, 2 units. 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 8. That's not 10. Cav, what did you do with your math? 6 plus 2 plus 2. What did I do wrong? Oh, sorry. This is 4 units because it's 2/10. Does that mean we could simplify all of this into fifths, which makes it a 10th overall? That'd make my life a lot easier. Let's see if that works. So if we're gonna 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it wouldn't work. I don't think. So we have 1/10. Then that means our ellipse starts there. Then we go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? No, 6, which is 3. Sorry. So, huh? 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't plot out. My bad. So that 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then yeah, so I think we need a 10th to measure all of this. Because we have 2 cylinders. This one's dependent on its diameter being of a 10th. But we don't need to plot this on this plane. because we're plotting it on a slice over here and probably a slice down here, and then projecting them. Yeah, so we're fine. That's totally fine. We're totally... Fuck, wait. This whole thing is rounded, which upsets me. So what's actually going to happen in the construction is we're going to have a slice here, here, here. I call them slices, guys. I'm not going to explain what they mean right now. They're just planes, basically. With certain things on them that help me. We're going to have a slice here. That'll also indicate the start of this. A slice right here. Oh, we could also have one right here. Whatever, let's just keep plotting it. We have the numbers. Yes, I think. I think I did the math wrong. Maybe. 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 We'll see. For now, though, we're going to do basically this. So where do these end? So yeah, this is where the lip starts and ends. This part we need to figure out. That's 3/8, I said. And that's another taper. That's 1/8. But this is going to be a tenth, and a tenth is smaller than an eighth. Surprisingly. Believe it or not. Stop glitching. That means, and yeah, this one's going to start the 1/10. This one's going to start at the 2/10. 2/10 is 0.2. An eighth is 0.125. It's going to be a little bit lower than that. There we go. Okay, guys, that was one of the hardest math parts, so we're doing better there. But this ortho is going to be pretty nasty. I swear this looks super goofy right now, but it's gonna start coming together soon. Trust. Okay, and then we have this interior area, which is going to be a pain. Yes, I love this song. Is this? It is, okay. Now for this. It's where we get nasty. We're already operating on 30 seconds down there. I think it's going to be okay, but we'll see. Why is my sister desire to take a shower at this hour? It's a good question. Anyways, I can hear the shower turning on. It's 4 o'clock. Anyways, because she just took a nap, I think. Mm. Um, I'm trying to be empathetic towards nap people, but I really don't get it still. I don't understand napping. I feel like it just doesn't make sense for me. Eh? 3/4, 3/8, yes. 5/16. 3/4, 5/8. 3/16. Your hat is tough. Thank you very much. It is this dude. This one brings me so much joy, so much happiness. Even it's kind of ridiculous. I hope your day is going well, weird artist. We're currently working on a construction of a lighter for Drawbox. How's your day going? 1/2. So 3/4. I'm losing it, guys. 3/4, 5/8. That's 10/16. So that makes this 9/16. 18, so that's 17th, but my 17th is plotted there, so it would need to be right next to it. So we could do 18/32, which is the half. No, 16/32. So 18/32, sorry, divided by, that's 9/16. I feel like that's too much of a jump, but we could do that. I'm doing okay. Busy day, but can't really go wrong. This is on the same level as here. So same thing over here. But that's a little bit over, right? We started right here, but I feel like the height of it, the curve ends about right here. Are you deconstructing a ladder? Kind of, yeah, we're deconstructing and reconstructing it. We're going to be drawing this. These are what our streams typically look like. Everybody who's been watching for a while have been seeing either Promptathon or Art Fight, but this is the real deal. This is where it gets. Ooh. See, our closest point is actually right here, and then the curve starts up here. So what I'd rather do is have this point, and then our curve will go up here. And then from our 3/4 or 5/16. We plotted the 5/16 with the intention of having that be the lower part of this. So that's down here. We need to figure out. Trust me, I know this looks really silly, but trust. It's gonna be happening. Now it gets tough though. We'll do this another one of these to scale, and then it keeps glitching. We'll do another one of these to scale, and then we'll do the actual ortho, just to like make sure the thing to scale is good. Yeah. So this officially is, I said that was 2/10. So that's 2/20 then overall. The bottom part is 6/20, which is 3/10. That doesn't feel like 3/10, but I'm going to trust anyways. Oh, I like bumped my camera tripod and it kind of did that. Who knows? Anyways. I would like to go a 30-second in if at all, but like, let's see, how much room are we working? Why did I say 5/16 here and 9/16 here? I need to add 8 to that, I think, because we're over half. And I was operating in here. Yeah, so it's 13/16. Because 14/16. No, because that's 7/8. Where am I? Who am I? What is going on? What is 3/4 minus a 16th? That's 11. Don't know how I managed that. Sanity check, guys. Yeah, that's over 5/8. So it means we only, this region right here is only an eighth, right? Which I think that is just objectively false, because we go from half to 3/4, and like, even though we're subtracting this area, I think we need to push it closer. Now this does feel like even though, equal. So these are both a 32nd. Yeah. So this is correct. We need to do something over here instead. I've been only guesstimating the halfway mark, because this is further that way, but it's not 3/4. So I would wager, instead of doing that, we do this and go into our 30 seconds again. And we do that's 23 30 seconds. We're getting overly technical still, I know. Our measurements are a little bit absurd. That gives us this. As for getting close to the edge, I think we just eyeball it. We just give ourselves a single point to kind of do everything off of. So like right here, for example, is one of those. And so we just make our own curve to that. I know, once again, this looks absurd. Still, stick with me, stick with me. And that's like this point, right? 3/4 or the 5/8. We're now operating in 23/32 here. Why are we getting closer to that? Oh, goodness. Okay, time to pull out the big guns. No more guesstimating what's going on. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is 5.5, which makes 2.75. No, 2 point whatever. Here is the halfway mark. This is really bad math to work with. So it leaves us with 2.875, right? That's 7/8. Correct me if I'm wrong. So 2.875. Then we go into a 16th, right? So here, that leaves us with 1 point. It's basically 3, which would be 1.5. But we go back an eighth, so it means we go back a 16th for the half of it. There's our 3/5, or our 5/8. I wish I could like make a scale proportional to this so I don't have to do all this mental math. I may have to start doing the math though. Let's see. We're 5.5, which divided by 2 equals 2.5 plus 0.25, which, oh wait, no, because my math is wrong. 2.75. That makes our lives a little bit easier as the middle. And like that in half, again, equals 1.375. No, it's going to be over. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. 1.375. 0.375. It's right here. So it's approximately where I put the 5/8 here. which we divided in half twice, so that's good. Let me get the calculator for this. I don't know why I'm doing half of this with my brain. So that means that I divided this and then that in half, add it to 2 plus 1.375. That gives us 2 and a 16th. So if we go to 2 and a 16th, that's almost there. We're a little bit off. That gives us right here, actually. Oh, so that's perfect. So now we just need to go back from that, right? Or that's subbing it in half. So what I did is I cut this in half 3/4, cut in half 5/8, cut in half again 11. Yeah, so maybe these two measurements are what make the curve. So we actually go to here. And let's see, the furthest this goes. We are 9/16. We can basically double it. So that becomes um so 1 point. Let me write these down. So that's 1/2 equals 2.75. 1/4 equals 1.375. 1/8 equals 0.6875. This is more of a sanity check than me actually using these measurements. So now we can convert these. Because we divide in half. 5/8 is another half, so that means this is 0.375. So if we go to the 1.375. Ah, Jesus. Okay. 1.375. Here it is. That's good. And then we said this basically ends over here. That's 0.375 again. So 0.375 divided by that's the 6875, which is 0.5. 1.875. What is closest to 1.875? That's 3/16, right? Yeah. So that and then 3/16, which is right here. That's where I set the curve ends, but that's not true. It's actually right here. So we need to move that proportion back. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to move it back just a tiny bit because that's actually where it goes. As for where this ends, I said 17 to 30 seconds. What is happening? Brother, don't ask me. If there's any, don't get it twisted, guys. Don't confuse yourselves and think I understand what's happening right now, because I don't. 0.6875 divided by 2 is 3/4. Which is minus 0.25. So it's a 30-second. It's minus 0.25 plus a 30-second. No, 3 30-seconds? Yeah. So it's so a 16th and a half. So it's a quarter, a 16th and a half. So a quarter, a 16th and a half. That's actually a pretty darn good measurement. That's not too bad. So what's happened? So this just needs to be pushed right a little bit. If it becomes 8/16, that's not right. So we have to keep it. Okay. So all of these are looking okay so far. They're a little bit off, but that's fine. I left to a complete series of unfortunate events, and this is what I come back to. That seems a bit typical on both of our parts. Whenever you come back, you seem to have tales of a land far different than ours. Ooh, Strixie. Oh my god! This person's insane. Anyways. So yeah, we go up here. So I'm glad that we double checked all of those, but now we're still in a rough place. Because this is where it lands. This is the furthest it goes back. That one's a little bit forward. So we just go to 22 30 seconds minus 1, 21 30 seconds for this part, and we mirror it about that. I'm just gonna say so. Holy moly. I'm concerned. You should be. This stuff melts minds if you're not careful. Why did I put the 23 30 seconds there? Oh, okay, I'm a chud. I drew that line wrong. Needs to be like this. No. We don't use 30 seconds anymore. We're not passing the threshold of 11 16ths. You're freaking crazy if you think passing the threshold of 11 16ths is a good idea, dude. It makes you stutter like that. I just want to obsess over some art that a person sent in a Discord I'm with. Holy, they're insane. Their pencil work is just ridiculous. What am I? Okay, this, we're going to share a coordinate. Say that's where this part starts. And then we're going to go down. Oh. Somewhere. Let's see if this is 11 16ths and that's 5/8. We went down to 21 30 seconds. 5/8 is 10 16ths, so it's only 1/8 difference in the proportion. Oh, I don't want to go down to 64ths. Don't make me go down to 64ths. I already did, actually, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh. It would suck, though. Because that really is halfway through here. Which would make us go to... That's 42 64ths, which would lead us with 41 64ths. Where it should land, so it's just going to go like this. It's going to get at its lowest at the same thing as here, maybe? You could call it 3/4. Why do we have a 3/4 there? Who are you? What are you doing? Oh, because you touch right there. That would actually work. I rock with that. So we're going to go from here to 3/4. And then the rest is smaller detail. This can go in between 3/4 and 5/8 at the arbitrary, wonderful number of 5/8. That's 10 16ths plus 1, 11 16ths. Or something or the other. It looks so scrunched. That's the square root of pi. What do you mean? Oh, I have a headache coming on. I'm gonna take some water. Is that all the measurements? I think we call it here. The headache's a good sign that I'm done. Or like, we're done with this one, we're gonna make another one, then the orthos. Just trace around the lighter. Oh my gosh, guys. You give me the vibes of a much older man. I've heard that throughout my entire life. The fact that I say I'm 22 actually freaks people out. I looked 20 when I was like 16. Nah, yeah, maybe. The beard definitely doesn't help. Maybe I lived life too fast. Live life in the fast lane, man. Oh, holy crap, guys. This is a lot. I like how the hat was spinning for a second. I think we're gonna call it there. I'm scared. I come back and this is what I hear, huh? You had a beard when I was born. That's a lot of my friends and even some of my family are like, I can't imagine you without a beard. I've only had it for like 4 years, 5 years, 4.5 years, I guess, 6 or 7 years. No, only 4 years, but yeah. The proportions of this and just the shape language gives me. Remember that one video of the girl who drew her mom? It's like and she's like, oh, it's awesome. Oh, I love that picture so much. It's so good. The dad's like crying, laughing. I think we're as good as we're gonna get. Unless we want to put this into a 64th, because I'm psychotic. Now that we're knowingly working with 64ths, colluding even. That's 34, so that'd be 35, 36, 64ths. Would it? No, it's gonna be 37. No. 9/16 is 1830. Eh? How are you 9/16? No, that makes sense. 9/16 is 1830 seconds. 18 times 2 it is a big number. Why can I not do math right now? 20 plus 36, 30 seconds. So 35, 64 makes sense. Twitch chat isn't showing. Why does it shit itself? Why does it silently crap itself halfway through stream? I need it because it's not even showing up in the error logs, which is so strange. Also, Slash, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back, welcome back. Return. Kavel's losing his sanity. Maybe just a little bit. And the camera's glitching out as well. Trust I was here. Or was there. Sorry, I didn't see that part until now. We have Twitch chat again. Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sore. It's kind of ridiculous. Damn, guys. This would be an amazing fabric study. Look at this. You have the blue highlights in the light areas and then like darker shadow. Like you have this like you have the bounce light. Wait, okay. It's all over bounce light. Okay, I don't want to pull it too much. Like the darker shadow right here, but then a lot of bounce light in the blue. Like holy crap. Stay like that, I'll draw it. Just stay like we do a figure drawing stream and I'm just like in a pose the whole stream. That'd be so funny. Like, bro, teach this guy what a picture is. I think we're gonna call it here because my brain is a little bit melted. Cool. So, everybody, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Good 2-hour and 40-minute stream. Hopefully, they'll get a little bit longer as we get more acclimated with the more focused drawing sessions like this. You know, a bit more higher cognitive load that these require. I'm gonna go outside and chillax. My sister and I are gonna get some fun food tonight. Some revolving sushi. Thanks, I understood nothing. Hey, neither did I, so it's okay. Yeah, sincerely thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been a blast. I will see all of you tomorrow early. We're going to do an early stream at 12 p.m. Central Time. That is 2 hours earlier than we usually start stream. I'm going to watch the Spider-Man movie tomorrow with my friend. And so we just need to move stream a little bit earlier. But yeah, so once again, thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.